What you're about to see is dumb.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really dumb.
Quiet on the set. It's go time.
We're going to begin today's program with a quick game of word association. Dave Reichert, your personal hero.
I would, am I on?
I don't think so.
Yes? No? Yeah, I did. Hello? Oh, okay, there's, whew, that's,
Personal hero.
you know, I'd have to say Norm Mailing.
Jay, your personal hero.
Ralph Monroe.
Jay, Keith Oberman.
I'm sorry?
Keith Oberman.
Great play-by-play announcer.
Dave Rush Limbaugh.
Enough said.
Dave, most effective Democrat.
To me? Oh, Jay.
Yes, Dave. The most effective Democrat.
Jay Inslee.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Jay, the most effective Republican.
Well, there's an obvious counterpart here. And by saying Dave today, I know my sincerity will not be questioned. But we'll talk about some things we're working on. You'll see there is a reason for our mutual admiration.
Jay, House Speaker Boehner.
John is a nice guy who believes in the House, and I will say has done some things to allow some open debate, which we do appreciate.
Dave,
he on occasion is wrong.
Dave, President Obama.
President Obama, I think, at least in my relationship with the president is. Is essentially been through working on trade, and as a member of two Republicans, as a member of the Trade Export Council, the President's Export Council, I really admire his ability here to get a Korean agreement accomplished and his work on Colombia, Panama, and I think his heart's in the right place.
So in love.
Obama out.
Dave, most annoying part of Congress.
It's not Jay Inslee.
Jay comes up a lot in your answers.
And I don't know how you do it, making love out of nothing at all.
Dave Reichert, the Tea Party and the Koch brothers.
Gee, that's a surprise. Tea Party. I would. My answer would be similar to Jay's in that the Tea Party has given voice, and occasionally their positions have been extreme as well on the other side.
Dave, Democrats.
Yeah, Americans, patriots, heroes.
Jay, Republicans.
Emerging Democrats.
Jay, David George Reichert.
Dave is grandson of the town sheriff of, is it Detroit Lakes? Is that right?
He was a
Minnesota.
marshal.
Marshal. And is still looked on as a sheriff in Congress. And it's a very, very important voice to have.
Dave, J. Robert Inslee.
Well, I think few people in the room may know that, first of all, what Jay does at Christmas on the House floor is hand out miniature candy canes. Second, he is the cousin of two deputies that worked for me when I was the sheriff.
Dave, you raise a question. When you vote, you have polls in your district. You have emails to you. You have your political party. You have vote trading. You have a million influences on you with the vote. How do you sort through all of that?
Well, I don't vote trade, number one. That's something that I haven't done and I won't do. I try to, I come to this job really with the, I don't know how you can separate your past life with this life. 33 years of law enforcement. I'm sort of the Joe Friday kind of congressman. Just the facts, please. And that doesn't mean that we don't keep track of calls and emails and thoughts of people, because our job is to represent the people of our district. So we listen very carefully to those phone calls and read the emails, 300 to 400 a day that we get. We try to respond to. For me, you take in your personal thoughts, the thoughts and ideas of your constituents, but I don't do any vote trading or horse trading in that regard. But I think it's important to listen to your constituents and your heart.
Jack? Yeah, that's another misconception, this vote trading thing. I don't see it happen. There is a misconception about that. People do their best job to try to listen to their convictions of their constituents, the demands of the U.S. Congress, and their own consciences. And those three things are always in play almost in any contentious issue. And when in doubt, they
What's the matter with you? I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
They call, at least in my case, one particular constituent who, in my view, is the oracle of all wisdom, which is my high school girlfriend who's sitting in the corner that I've been married to for 39 years. So that's, thank you, Trudy. Remember, I said that, wouldn't you?
Wow, Jay's not only working the political issues, he's working his family issues.
Well, I'm going to give the same answer twice to your question, of course, but this is a tough room. That was a joke. But in any event.
I got it. Thank you.
Did you get it, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay.
I chuckled inside. Thank you.
Talk to me for a second, very briefly, we only have about 5 minutes left, about your highest and your lowest point in Congress.
High point that would have been in my first 3 months. We were evacuated from the Capitol. And as I was evacuated along with all the other members of Congress, of course, I hadn't only not been a cop for 3 months. So my first reaction was to run toward where the cops were yelling, because I thought there was a problem and I'd forgotten I'm not a police officer any longer. They stopped me and said, "Sheriff, no, you've got to go. You're leaving." And I said, "No, I can't leave." "Yeah, yes, you can."
Sorry, folks, park's closed. The moose out front should have told you.
So I left running down the stairs, and I happened to cross a shoe that got kicked up on the stairway. I picked it up. I was afraid someone might they might stumble on it. We out in the 3 blocks away from the Capitol, I began to do an investigation to find out whose shoe it was, and checking with the ladies, are you missing it? It was a pink slipper. Are you missing a pink slipper? And anyway, long story short, we discovered it belonged to Nancy Pelosi. So, we called her office, had her describe the shoe. They were going to come over and get it. I said, well, we'll deliver it to you. The next morning was her press conference, her weekly press conference. I entered and interrupted her press conference, knelt down on one knee and presented a pink slipper to Nancy Pelosi.
So good.
Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post future videos.